Hi guys, I'm John Bro, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo Kazooie. Previously, we finished Rusty Bucket Bay. No, we didn't. We finished the engine room of Rusty Bucket Bay, otherwise known as the Unholy Core of Destruction. And now we're going to cut these notes out of the video because I said I was going to collect them off screen. Okay, well, to tell you the truth, I didn't actually stop talking at all because this is a post-commentary. This is a post-commentated episode, and the next one is too, and maybe the one after that. I don't know how many episodes there are going to be in Rusty Bucket Bay, but all those are going to be post-commentated. Not because of any technical difficulties that I've had or anything like that. It's just I was so utterly floored and flustered and flabbergasted, in other words beginning with fla, by how abysmal my performance was in the engine room in the last part, that I pretty much had no words to say. I couldn't think of anything to say. I talked less than I didn't talk, if that makes sense. So, now that I have actually thought of things to say, and I'm not super tired, and I'm actually in a really good mood right now. Well, I wasn't a second ago, but now I am. And the reason I wasn't in a good mood a second ago is because, well, I realized that my headset broke. And, you know, that kind of thing has been happening to me today. My headphones broke, my headset broke, and I would be surprised if my head doesn't break by the end of tomorrow. So... Oh, you see that poster right there above the white bed that Banjo just passed through? I hadn't actually really noticed that until just now, but that poster on the wall shows Barry from, well, how do I explain this? Conker's Bad Fur Day. In Conker's Bad Fur Day, there's a character named Barry who is Conker's girlfriend. And originally, she looked like she did in that poster right there. In the original version of the game, Conker's, I believe it was 12 Tails, or something like that. I think it was like Conker and the 12 Tails. I need to look this up, but yeah. That's what she originally looked like. She had like a ponytail, and she looked a lot like Conker, and they both had really high-pitched, squeaky voices, kind of like Conker does in Diddy Kong Racing. But yeah, that's just a fun bit of trivia. So, Rusty Bucket Bay, I'm gonna stand by my statement that this is my favorite world in the game. Because part of the reason I think I really like it is because of the color scheme. Like, maybe it seems weird to like a level just because of the color scheme, but I really do love it. Like, the gray and the red of the boat is awesome, the oil is awesome. Like, I think this level is what made me like the way oil looks. Because you see how it's really green and slightly purplish, and it's really swirly, another swirly! I couldn't help myself, I'm sorry. Yeah, now every time I see, like, oil going into a drain on the side of the road, I think of Rusty Bucket Bay. So let's go into this pipe, this... what is that called? A periscope? Is that what it's called? Well, it can't be a periscope, because you don't... Oh, there's a boombox. That's what those enemies are called, boom boxes. And if they run into you, they explode and they take off 1 health. Originally, I thought it was 2, but apparently, I think it's 1. And I think I find that out. Yeah. Basically, they chase after you, and whenever they run into you, they explode. But or I don't know, methods for defeating them. You could just have them run after you, but that's not recommended because they get faster as they chase you, so it's very, very likely that they're gonna hit you before they explode by themselves. Or you could just shoot them with eggs, which is what I do eventually. And I guess because this is a post-commentary, I can go ahead and spoil that, no, I'm not gonna die in Rusty Bucket Bay anymore. All the deaths that you saw were in the last video. Sorry. So if you're looking forward to any deaths, it's not gonna happen. And big slug monster man. Now this is a really dark, dingy room. Blah, blah, blah. A lot of people, I think, would call this their least favorite level in the game, partly probably because of the engine room and its insane difficulty. Not maybe insane in terms of other games, like I would say Banjo-Tooie in general is much harder than that room, but... well, actually, definitely harder than that room. But then other reasons that people might not like it so much is the fact that it's a really dark and dingy, grungy looking level. And a lot of factory levels are kind of like that, especially in rare games. But I just like that feel for this. It makes it feel more realistic. It was hard to pull off in the NES, or not NES, this is definitely not NES. In 64 days, the idea of realism. Oh, okay, sorry. That was the fanfare again, the Stop and Swap Egg fanfare. I forgot that it was in this room. I haven't seen this in so long. I am so happy to get back into recording, even if this is a post-commentary. Overall, I really hope that I don't keep doing post-commentaries like this, because I prefer live commentary. I need to stop talking about this! But anyway, the egg, I don't remember what color it is. I think it appears on the bed. I'm not sure about that. I don't know a lot about the Stop and Swap. Because I've only gone through and gotten all the eggs and the ice keys. Maybe once, maybe twice. Something like that. So in this pipe slash stethoscope, periscope? What? I don't know. This is one of the more interesting rooms in Rusty Bucket Bay. And it's a kitchen with a big refrigerator and an oven that, yeah, everything in this room that's red, it hurts you. And I think that knife hurts you too, but I'm not certain about that, so don't quote me on that. I just avoided it anyway. That refrigerator over there, I don't know. After Stop and Swap, you hear I can't talk today. After hearing so much about Stop and Swap, I think people started just making up random rumors about this game, like that refrigerator having something in it, and then you hear things like the treasure chest in that random room in Mad Monster Mansion. People make up rumors about that having a that treasure chest having something in it, but it doesn't. So, yeah. Ahoy! Ahoy! So this oven here, I would recommend using invincibility feathers to go into that oven. I think my mindset for just jumping in was that I didn't have invincibility feathers, but I think I actually do, so, yeah. And I think that closet, people talk about that closet having things in it too, but no, I don't think anything's gonna come out of the closet. Nah, never mind. Alright, so where to next, Banjo? Where are you taking me? There's a Mumbo's token and Ikambokum token at the front of the ship. And try not to get hit by that thing, Banjo. Oh, you did anyway, you stupid bear. Stupid, stupid, stupid bear. Stupid, stupid bear. Stupid bear. Once again, I really like the way the oil looks. It's just very dark. So, oh man, where are we going now? Since I haven't seen this really yet, and I haven't seen this in at least a week, I don't remember all that happens again. Just like the Gobi's Valley video, I'm unprepared. I just have things that I want to talk about, and that's just about it. So what can I talk about? Well, I've oh boy. This is unrelated to anything, but I watched Brave Little Toaster recently. And my goodness, that movie is much more disturbing than I could have imagined. I hadn't seen it yet, so I couldn't say it's more disturbing than I remembered. But wow, it has some really dark scenes in it. Like, if I had seen it as a kid, I think it's weird saying as a kid, because I feel like I'm still a kid. 17's not that old, is it? It would have scared me pantsless. So this is probably my favorite room in Rusty Bucket Bay, just this radar room. Usually whenever I think of radars, I think of this room. This is just a very memorable room. Looks like a room for world domination or something. Although this is probably the last place that you would concoct a scheme for world domination. Well, maybe not the last place. I mean, Stewie did world domination planning in the womb, so... Okay. Oh, this is stupid too. Because I made the whole Rusty Bucket Bay song with the whole, everything about it, all the lyrics, I keep thinking of that song in my head as I listen to this music, just especially now, especially just hearing it now. And the part I keep the part I keep thinking of in my head, the part that it keeps getting stuck in my head, is the part where I say, Adolphin is stuck beneath an anchor in the rainbow drip, helpless as a dodo bird and equally as careless. That part. It's just because I keep thinking Adolphin sounds like Adolf, like Adolf Hitler. And it's not, I don't know. And here is a little bit of stupidity that I, now, it's kind of painful to watch in the post-recording. I keep thinking that you can break these windows, but the yellow-tinted ones you cannot break. You cannot break those with a stomp, and that's why you keep sliding off of them, because you're not intended to break them. But there are clear windows in those shacks that you can break, and you can stand on them, so you know that you're supposed to break those instead of... Yeah, it's... I was being dumb. So, okay, let's go ahead and get this Jinjo down here. I highly, highly, highly recommend... I cannot recommend this enough, that you get this Jinjo before you get your last Jinjo in this level. Please do not get this Jinjo last. This is the last Jinjo that you want to get last. That probably sounded really confusing. Because, I mean, you can see already that I'm about to die right here. Just by getting that Jinjo, just by going down and swimming to that Jinjo in the oil. And so you can imagine what it would be like trying to get that Jinjo and then come back for the Jiggy and then leave again. So, yeah, big risk-taking if you're, you know, really it would have been smarter for me to try to collect all 100 notes before going and getting that Jinjo. So these toll things, these are really weird. You shoot as many eggs into the toll hole as it says on the in the number. So whenever it says toll 2, you shoot 2 eggs in. But the thing that I didn't know about until like last month, I had no idea about this at all. Oh, and I guess, yeah, there's another stupid slug monsters. They don't really look like slugs though, but what I didn't know about until recently is that if you shoot 2 more eggs into the toll 2, then the platform goes out further than it normally would. I had no idea about that. So, this Mumbo's token I had never gotten before this playthrough. Never in my life. And why did I just waste that? I have no idea. Look at the honeycomb. It's floating. It defies gravity. Anti-gravity honey, anti-gravity chocolate. So... now, I continue to try to break windows and fail miserably at doing so because they are impenetrable. What are those made of? What could those windows possibly be made of where you can't smash them and break them? Like, that's obviously glass. So, maybe it's like... I don't know, plutonium. That's not a... what? That's just the first thing that popped into my head. It's just any element that popped into my head. Element. Glump. Here's another boxed room. Oh, that's another reason that I probably, my commentary sucked originally. I hadn't realized how little variety there really is in this level. Like, I love this, just the feel of this level, and the fact that it's kind of a small level, but at the same time, there's so much to do in it. But in terms of commentating over it, there's really not much you have to work with, because... like, let's face it, the whole level is just oil and a bunch of boxes, and there's a boat in the middle. So what can you say about that? I mean, you could sing, I'm on a boat, but that's just... that's about as low as you can get with this sort of commentary. And that's where I went last time, which is why I'm doing the post-commentary. Oh, don't go under oil, Banjo. Don't go under oil. It's not exactly underwater, because it's under oil. Is the whole bay oil, or is it just oil-filled water? Like, it would make sense as an oil spill, but, like, maybe it's just oil. And is oil smelly? Because, like, it seems, or Well, maybe it's suffocating. I don't know. I'm just thinking of why would it suffocate you while you're on the surface? And that's probably the same question that a lot of people have. Maybe it's like, I don't know, toxic air. Or there's toxic waste in the air. I don't know. I just assume that it's oil. Maybe it's not. No idea. But I think it is. Oh well. What are you doing, Banjo? What are you doing, you freaking fool?